afternoon, my name is Amanda and welcome to The Done Creative. For today's pick a card reading, we're going to be figuring out what is special about you, what makes you stand out, and what makes you unique. If you're new to pick a card readings, I just ask that you close your eyes, take a couple of deep cleansing breaths to try to center your energy and focus in on piles number 1, 2, 3, or 4. And if more than one pile calls out to you, there may be a message in each pile for you. And without delaying this any further, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a moment to meditate on the cards, and I will see you over at your reading. Alright, group number 1, let's go ahead and figure out what makes you special or what makes you unique. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start with this cover card here, Mars. This is the card you chose your pile with, and Mars as a planet is all about action. And this is a card all about desire, impulse, courage, force, strength, competition, working out, excitement, and sex drive, leadership. But what this tells me about you is that people see you as someone who is not afraid to take action, especially in the direction of your goals or in the direction of making things better for yourself and those around you. You're not afraid sometimes to speak up for what you know is right, but more importantly, you may be the strong silent type where you're not gonna just sit here and brag that you're gonna do something. You just jump in and do it. You're not about trying to fluff everybody up and try to get them on your side. You just go in and get things done. Because Mars is that sex drive card as well, people, I feel, think that you are someone who is very appealing. And even if you don't think you're the most beautiful or handsome person in the world, people are just really attracted to your energy, your personality, and just the way that you are, maybe even attracted to your soul. But I do feel like many of you are really beautiful people, and for some reason the eyes are really standing out. Like you have really beautiful eyes, or people will tell you you have unique eyes, or you have a unique eye color or eye shape, just really beautiful almond shaped eyes or something like that. But then here with this, your dreams need a practical plan, the full moon in Taurus, I heard strong silent type, and now I'm also hearing slow and steady wins the race. So you're not someone who expects to take action and have everything manifest instantly. You're willing and ready and happy to put in weeks, months, even years of work to get things accomplished in your life. And you're someone who, because you know that things aren't going to happen overnight, you don't expect things to just appear out of thin air. You take action in the direction that you're wanting to go, and you always start to see results even sooner than those people who jump in. They might see some results, but before long they kind of fizzle out, and they're on to the next thing while you're still moving forward, charging forward, like this bull, just kind of slow and steady, and you're getting things done and you're going to accomplish your dreams. It might not be as soon as other people around you, but obviously you're willing to put in that time and effort so that you will be the one in it for the long haul and really gaining the fruits of your labor over the long term. So anything you tend to do is not just kind of a quick fix kind of thing. So even if I see someone who bought a house, it's like a fixer-upper, and you knew it's going to take time to fix this thing up. And this house can be a career, a relationship, whatever. But just we're using the house as an example. So you buy this fixer-upper and you figure, over the next 5 years, I'm going to do these 10 projects. You kind of break it down either in your head or in paper, and you realize that all these things aren't going to happen overnight, and it's going to take your action and hard work to get there. But then with this number 2 card with the patience, absolutely, you guys are willing to put in that time and effort to get what you want in life, and you are patient people. People might be like, wow, you're so patient, I'd have given up by now, or I'd have left that person by now, or I would have whatever by now. But you're in it for the long haul, and when you keep taking those actions in the direction that you want to go, you do have the victory card. It says here, Archangel Sandalphon, your prayers have been heard and answered, have faith. But again, this isn't just about believing something's going to happen and then it happening. This is you taking action in the direction that you want to go. So with this Messiah card, it says serving humanity with humility. So you guys are those people who are willing to take action in the direction of helping other people. Maybe you're volunteering. I see someone doing like a Habitat for Humanity. I don't know why houses keep popping up. Maybe you're a real estate agent, or maybe you're on the hunt for a house right now, or you're a a contractor or an interior designer, I don't know why, but the stability of walls and a house are really standing out to me for you guys. Maybe it's just that you're building your lives on a solid foundation, and that's why I keep seeing that. But you guys are ready and willing and able to help other people, whether that's donating money, whether that's donating your time or volunteering, or just lending an ear to someone or being that shoulder to cry on for somebody. But then with this Vision Quest card, this really does go back to this, your dreams need a practical plan. You guys are, I feel like you're long-term planners, even if you don't keep a planner, but I do feel like many of you do have like a agenda or some sort of planner that you make these long, lofty goals, and you always tend to reach these goals because you are putting in those actions to get there. But with this Vision Quest card, you are someone with this really cool, out-of-the-box vision. You're not someone who's expecting things to, of course, happen for you, but maybe you're wanting to build something really cool or really different. Maybe that's a business or, again, a house that I keep going back to, or whatever creative endeavors that you do or you make them very unique and different. And you are someone with this Vision Quest. It feels to me like you can get really beautiful and good ideas through your meditation or even your dream state, or even just sitting around daydreaming about what's going on. Because Taurus, this is that full moon in Taurus card, and Taurus loves to have the luxurious and beautiful things in life. And I feel like you guys are the same, and you're, again, with the Patience card, willing to put in the time. Maybe you're not going to get that luxury bag or that luxury car tomorrow, but you're kind of like, it feels to me like the journey to save up the money to get there is half the fun for you guys. I feel like you guys love to see that money increase in the bank account, and when you get closer to that goal, I feel like almost the journey is more fun for you than actually attaining the thing you're going after. Not that you don't enjoy the things that you finally create or manifest in your life, but I feel like the journey is just almost as much fun as the reward at the end of the journey. So yeah, you guys, I think that's all I'm seeing for you. I wanted to try to keep this video a little shorter than I have been. I've been making a lot of longer videos lately, and I wanted to keep this one shorter for those who enjoy the shorter videos. So you'll have to let me know below what you thought and if this resonated. And as always, you guys, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really truly do hope to see you back at the Done Creative. All right, bye. All right, group number 2, let's go ahead and figure out what makes you special or what makes you unique. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start with this Capricorn card. It says here, the Boss. This is the card you use to select your pile. And Capricorn as a sign is all about being serious, authoritative, ambitious, realistic, structured, traditional values. You're wise, you're down to earth, you're maybe even working in corporate, you're reserved, you're disciplined, but you also can be rigid. And whether you are a Capricorn or not, you can look up wherever Capricorn falls in your chart, and this might give you some more advice or information about what makes you unique in life. Capricorn traditionally rules the 10th house, so this feels to me like your Capricorn is that business, the boss. So I'm feeling like your guys' career, you're wanting to do something that's different or creative when you are at your career, or if you are someone working corporate, you have some sort of side gig that you have that is really creative. And then what's really standing out is this creative writing card. It says, make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or pen an article or book. So you guys may have a blog, or you're writing a book, or some sort of essays or articles online, or you just do automatic writing. That could be one of your spiritual gifts, where you are taking a journal and just letting whatever flow out of you, and you're channeling information. I feel like that is a gift that some of you have, that you, whether you know it or not, can tap into that and try it out. And you'll have to let me know below if that is one of your gifts, and if you didn't know about that, you'll have to let me know below if you're going to try it out. But then here with this full moon in Cancer card, it says a personal issue reaches resolution. So because you look like this boss, this Capricorn, I'm feeling like you are somebody that people go to for advice or resolution of different conflicts. Maybe you are a boss at work and you are in charge of a lot of people, or you're in management, or maybe you do run your own business and you're thinking about or already have hired some employees. But it feels to me like this because this is an overall of what makes you unique and special, you are really good at figuring out both your personal issues that need resolution and other people's issues that need resolution. You guys are good at coming up with solutions, and not just a one-size-fits-all kind of solution that someone feels like they got cheated. This feels like you guys are really creative at coming up with solutions that everybody feels like they won, like a win-win type of situation. But then with this Dawn card in New Beginnings, you guys are really good at starting new things. And because you do have that support of the Capricorn, it feels like you do tend to complete what you start. But for those of you who don't always complete what you start, you guys get really excited and happy about the new beginnings in life and creating new things. So this could be new creative projects. If you are someone who is a creative writer, maybe you've written like 10 novels, but you haven't finished most of them. Maybe you've finished a few of them, but I feel like you're someone who's really excited for the next idea or the next thing. But then with this Environment card, I feel like this pairs really well with this Child Nature card. And it says here the light attributes on this are friendship with animals and communication with nature spirits. So you guys do have a really beautiful bond with Mother Earth and the animals, the plants, and other people. You may live a really holistic or natural lifestyle. Maybe you've cut out a lot of processed foods and toxic cleaning and beauty products in your life, and you're tending to go to a more natural way of being. Maybe you live a low waste or vegan lifestyle with this love of animals. Or maybe you're just someone who's advocating for treating our animals better and our world better and our pollution better. You may be an environmentalist or someone who just really is passionate about those causes. Again, going back to the veganism and just feeling like you want to stand up against the abuse of the earth and animals. And with this New Beginnings card, it almost feels to me like you guys would be prime people to start some sort of grassroots movement in your community, to start some sort of community garden or some sort of community project where everybody's working together and benefiting from that project. And then I just heard the word homeless, so maybe you are really passionate about helping homeless, and then maybe even homeless vets or vets who are down on their luck, because Capricorn tends to rule the military. So that could be either you are former military, current military, or you have a passion of helping people who were in the military that are now, down on their luck. Maybe that resolution you're seeking is to help vets or somebody who just needs a hand up, whether they're vets or homeless or in poverty or something like that. So yeah, you guys, I wanted to try to keep these a little quicker than some of my previous videos lately. I just wanted to get a quick video out for those of you who don't really tend to like the longer videos, but just want a quick little nugget of information. And I really do hope this resonated. You'll have to let me know below what you thought. And as always, you guys, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really truly do hope to see you back at the Done Creative. All right, bye. Alright, group number 3, let's go ahead and figure out what makes you unique or what makes you special. Okay, so we're going to go ahead up and start right up here with the Sextile Opportunities card. So you guys are someone who's really open to new opportunities, and it feels to me like opportunities come to you very easily, even if it's hard for you to see. Something as simple as getting a free cup of coffee or seeing a flyer for the perfect job that you've always wanted. You just tend to be in the right place at the right time, and luck might have something to do with that. So you guys may be very lucky, or just your past life karma is giving you little rewards along your path. It just feels really fun and light. And the Sextile card is in charge of collaborations and assisting other people, providing opportunities for other people. So maybe you are a business owner and you want to help other people, or maybe the business that you're hoping to start is some sort of service that will help other people. But you are creating possibilities for yourself and others. You're opening doors in life for both yourself and others. You are bringing insight to people. So this might be something spiritual or physical. It doesn't really matter, but you are someone who kind of sheds light on things for other people. You kind of maybe shake things up in someone's view and maybe change their belief system. So you may be some sort of spiritual teacher with this mentor card that's really calling out to me that you teach people about the ways of the world and not just reading it from a history book, because as many of you know, the history books were written by the winners and not really full of very much truth. But you guys are someone who is seeking higher truth, higher wisdom is what I'm feeling like, and you guys are really good at communicating. So whether you have a YouTube channel, or you're someone who goes around public speaking, or you're just talking to a lot of people in your day-to-day life, people love to hear what you have to say. So whether you're writing books like it was in group number, I think it was group number 2, or you are putting out some sort of blog, or you're just speaking your truth, communication is very important to you guys, and you have a very unique way of communicating. So maybe you have a really beautiful voice, or you're really good at like hypnotizing people almost with your voice to get them to do what you want. But I don't feel like you guys abuse that. I feel like that is all in good fun. But with this card, I also feel like you guys are really developing things in your life to another level. So people may look at you as some sort of innovator, like you take maybe everybody in school when you were younger was doing the same project, but you had the same tools and crayons as everybody else, but you made something so out of the box and fantastic with what you were given that people were just like, oh, wow. And what really stands out to me is my husband actually printed these 3D silhouettes of a wolf howling, because my son's elementary school, their mascot is the wolves, and for Christmas he printed out these ornaments that the kids could paint. And I remember one of the kids kind of turned the wolf sideways a little bit and actually painted a Christmas tree out of the wolf. And I thought that was so unique, because when you did turn it that way, it looked almost like a Christmas tree. So that's kind of what I'm talking about with you guys. You see things differently, and for some reason the sign Aquarius is really standing out to me. Sun, moon, or rising, or maybe you have prominent placements or planets in Aquarius, or you can even look up where Aquarius is in your chart to see what house that is, and that might be some house, whatever house that is very unique of the way you do things. And I feel for some of you, you may have a third house Aquarius, because it's all about that communication. And I see this painting palette here, and the third house is all about what things you do with your hands, hobbies and crafts that you do with your hands. But then here we have the full moon in Libra card. A win-win outcome is forecast. So again, some of you may have a Libra in your chart, sun, moon, or rising, or you have prominent placements in Libra, and you can check out which house Libra rules in your chart to get more information about how cool and unique you are. But you are someone, like I was saying with this opportunities card, you are someone maybe people go to, I think it was group number, might have been group 1 or 2, one of those two, where people go seek you out for advice, or kind of as a mentor, as some sort of mediator, where you're kind of the judge in the situation and kind of dishing out who's the winner here. But with the win-win outcome, you're someone who comes up with ideas for a win-win outcome. And again, I think that was group 2. We talked about that a little bit. But you guys are really good at having everybody feel like a winner coming out of any kind of argument, or when you're collaborating with other people, everyone feels like they got their fair share of speaking time, of putting in their own effort and thoughts, and getting their voice heard as well. So you guys are also really good at coming up with ideas to change your own life. So if you're somebody who feels like you're down on your luck and you just need a change in life, you can sit down and brainstorm and come up with something really beautiful to get you to another level. But then going back to this mentor card, it says here for the light attributes, passing on wisdom and refining a student's character. So whether you are a teacher or not, or some sort of life coach or mentor or motivational speaker, either way, if you are or aren't, people kind of see you as that kind of energy. Someone who, as you grow older, it's just going to get more and more evident to you that you are someone who has a lot of information to share, a lot of wisdom to share, and you're going to notice people coming to you more and more for advice, for guidance, for just general information. And you may be, I feel like many of you are empaths with this Gaia nurturing card here, but I feel like you'll just be somewhere and someone just that you've never met is going to sit down and tell you their life story. You guys have that kind of energy that just draws people to you. And then going back to this Gaia nurturing card, you guys do have a very beautiful connection to Mother Earth, and with the nurturing aspect of that, you guys would make really good parents. Parents who are not just going to have their children, but you're going to teach your children the ways of the world that you have come to know, not just the ways that everybody in society knows about, but you may be telling them about hidden knowledge, about hidden technology, about aliens, about our connection to the earth. I feel like the earth is a very important part of your life, and that's something you want to leave as a legacy on this earth for your children, grandchildren, or nieces or nephews, or just children or people you come into contact with. That is your unique stamp you're putting on this earth, is spreading the love, that nurturing. So even if you don't want to be a parent, or you're not a parent yet, you're someone who's very nurturing to the earth, to animals, to other people, and just, again, that person people feel they can go to, whether they're feeling really good about themselves, really low, or like they're in trouble and they need a little bit of help, legal counsel, going back to that Libras. So you may be someone who's really wanting to get into the justice system in some way, whether as a police officer or a judge or an attorney or some sort of human rights activist, or even environmentalist, much like I think group number 2. But then here we have the number 26, love partnership. So what makes you unique is you are a very unique love partner. So you may have these fun little kooky ideas for gifts or ideas for places to travel, and you're not going to be your average person in a relationship. Maybe you're someone, I just see someone who's like, screw Valentine's Day, I'm not celebrating Valentine's Day, I'm going to make my own holidays whenever I want. So that's kind of what I'm feeling, is you guys kind of step out of the box, back to this card here. Whatever it is you do, you're just kind of out of the box about it, and your love partnership is no exception. You guys are someone who is going to love their partner in a very unique and special way. So then here we have the prioritize card with Archangel Metatron, and it says here, focus on your highest priorities. I will help you get organized and motivated. And with this opportunities card, it feels to me like there are times you can get your energy really scattered because there are a lot of things you want to do and accomplish, but when you do put that when you do kind of prioritize your projects and the things you need to get done and accomplished, you really can accomplish a lot. So when you set out and you just set a whole day to, for example, what I'm doing, I'm trying to film as many videos as I can today, and to kind of have a batch that I can edit as I go and not have to set everything up every time. But when I can do that, I can just really dive in and focus my energy on just the readings and the filming of those readings in one day, and then move on to the editing and all that another day. So it feels to me when you concentrate that energy, you're just going to draw more opportunities to you, and you're going to be able to help more people when you can really focus your priorities. But it feels to me like, if you don't already, having some sort of journal or agenda or planner where you can write down your 3 highest priorities of any given quarter or year, and figure out what steps you need to take to accomplish those goals. And you guys would really be benefited by keeping track of that and breaking down, not just, I want to write a book, write down what you think all the steps would be required to write that book. And once you write that book, how are you going to publish it? Are you going to go the traditional route or self-publishing? Something like that. So breaking your goals down into smaller chunks, I feel, is something you guys are really good at. So yeah, I think that's all I'm seeing for you. So you'll have to let me know below what you thought and if this resonated. And as always, you guys, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really truly do hope to see you back at the Done Creative. All right, bye. All right, group number 4, let's go ahead and figure out what makes you special or unique. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start here with the second house assets card. This is the card you use to select your pile. And the second house in astrology is all about the material world, your possessions, your finance, your talents, your values, your solidity, worthiness, wardrobe, the luxury items that you have, your credit score, security, and your aesthetic. So I'm feeling like with what I'm seeing here, you guys are, we have Dreamtime Creation and 3, creativity. You guys are very, very creative people. And it feels to me like you guys just want to live the most creative life that you can. So it feels to me with this kind of, I don't know, that was some sort of horn he's playing, I don't know, but there's just stuff like animals just spilling right out of it, like he's just creating it with his thoughts. So you guys might be someone who likes to write or paint or do music. I mean, he is playing an instrument here, but this just reminds me of like a fantasy world or like a fantasy novel of some sort. And also, it just feels very painterly, just someone who's very artistic. That could be graphic design, interior design. It feels like you're also wanting to create a legacy with this house number 2 here. The second house is the family that you were born into. So creating a legacy to carry on that family name feels very important for you guys. And with this creativity card, it feels like everything you guys do, you want to infuse it with your creative flair. So even if you're just making a paper bag lunch for your child or something, you're gonna write a funny little cartoon or little note on the bag or draw something really cute on that so that the kid can take that to school. Just, that's just an example of some way you can put creativity in your everyday mundane world. But then with this expect powerful change new moon eclipse card, you guys are someone, you can be living your life and then you kind of realize that, just things are really kind of stagnant right now. I just want to spice things up. So at the turn of a hat, you guys are the type of people who can just like snap your fingers and just have all this change coming into your life. And I feel like you guys, instead of letting life happen to you like a lot of people do, you guys are the ones creating the changes you want to see so that things don't fall apart so much that things just happen to you. No, you guys are the ones that are out there making things happen for your highest good. And not to say that surprises or things that you don't want to happen don't happen in your life, because that happens in everybody's life. But I'm saying for the most part, you guys have the power, whether you know it or not, you have the power to create the exact reality that you want. So if you have a dream job or a dream relationship that you've always kind of put on a pedestal somewhere in your mind, you guys have the ability to go after that with this creation and creativity cards. And with the second house with assets, you guys have the ability and potential to create quite a nest egg, quite a bit of wealth, both material and like liquid assets. You guys are someone who has the power and potential to create a really abundant and beautiful life. And you are the one who is the catalyst for most of the changes in your life, and you can be that catalyst for change in others' lives. Your significant other, your mother, your father, your kids, your family, your friends. You're just someone who can really get people pumped up and inspired to change the things that are stale in their lives as well. Because you, with this eclipse energy, you may have been born on an eclipse, or you have your North Node, South Node, Rahu, Ketu in a really powerful place in your chart, because you guys are here to make changes in the world. That is one of your like superpowers. You were sent here from some distant star system, possibly you are probably star seeds, and you came here to shake things up and do things differently. And with all this creativity, you guys could be Arcturian. And if this is like totally over your head or way out of left field, you can just kind of let that fly by and ignore it. But I feel like there are some of you who are going to be like vehemently shaking your head like, yes, I am Arcturian. I am very creative. I am a starseed from some other star system or galaxy. And you were sent here to shake things up on this planet and help the planet ascend and help humanity's consciousness raise. You are here for that purpose. And with this Don Juan card, this is funny because this isn't really why you're here, but this is just, I'm getting crown tingles now too, which is funny because this isn't even a very spiritual revelation, but I'm getting tingles, so I feel like I'm on the right path. And it says here, light attribute, your spotlights your positive seductive qualities. So you're someone, whether you're meaning to or not, who can kind of seduce people into doing what you want. And I don't feel like you guys are doing it to kind of manipulate people or anything like that. I feel like you guys are, you may have a really melodic voice with the second house. That is your voice, your speaking voice, your singing voice. Maybe you are a very talented singer or speaker, but just the way you speak kind of almost hypnotizes people. And there was another group where there was kind of that quality as well, but with this group, this is like major for you guys. Just speaking your truth kind of hypnotizes other people in a way, but it's not to manipulate them. It's almost like your voice has light codes or some sort of activation within it that gets other people to wake up to their true potential is how I'm seeing it. But instead of them just taking it as, wow, you help wake me up to my own potential, and then them running with that, a lot of times they kind of fall for you. Whether they're the same sex as you or not, whether you're heterosexual or not, it doesn't matter. You just might have people of the opposite gender that you're attracted to, even really attracted to you. So say you're a straight female, you may have a lot of lesbians that just are really attracted to your energy. You may have a lot of lesbian friends. Even though if you're a straight woman, you may have a lot of friends that are gay men, and even though they are gay men, they are very attracted to the way you speak, the way that you create things, and just your energy in general. But then here we have this Remember Who You Are card. Archangel Michael. You may work with Archangel Michael. He may be one of your dominant guides, and I really do feel that with all of this that we've talked about. But it says, you are a powerful, loving, and creative child of God. There's that creative word again. You are very loved. So with this Remember Who You Are card, it feels to me like you guys are using this lifetime to wake up, to awaken, to remember who you are. Got crown tingles again. Yep, you guys are my tingle pile. I love it. So you guys are waking up to who you are and what your purpose is, why you came to this planet, and what you're here to do and accomplish. And a lot of you don't really have to do much of anything. All you have to do is be yourself and follow your heart's desire. If you want to paint your room, really crazy, beautiful colors and paint murals on it, do that, because that is you living your purpose. Whatever it is that you feel you just have this passion to create it. Even if it's not something that's going to bring you a bunch of wealth, that you think it's not going to bring you a bunch of wealth, maybe just having the energy of this mural you painted in your house is somehow going to trigger this activation of this second house with assets and wealth coming in for you. And I do feel with this Don Juan card, some of you, if you haven't already been married or partnered up, you may attract a very financially secure partner who can really financially secure your future. And of course, it's not that you're with them just because of the financial aspect. It's just kind of you really love this person, adore this person, and that's just like an added bonus. So yeah, you guys, I think that's all I'm seeing for you, but you'll have to let me know below what you thought and if this resonated. And as always, you guys, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you back at the Done Creative. All right, bye.